cryptocurrency and tokens. So tokens are always built on existing blockchain platform using smart contracts, but cryptocurrencies are built on native blockchain. So if we speak of like Ethereum's cryptocurrency is Ether, which is built on native blockchain that is Ethereum. So is the same Bitcoin. Bitcoin is built on its native blockchain. But whatever the tokens we are deploying using the smart contracts on Ethereum, so those are tokens. Those are not native currency, cryptocurrency. So as mentioned, like anybody can mint their token, and they can like even list their token in a exchange, and if people are willing to buy, then they can exchange it with other money, either in another token, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or anything, or either in like fiat currency or something like that. So that is the general description of tokens. Now coming to the types of tokens. So there could be two types of tokens, especially fungible tokens and non-fungible tokens. And these concepts actually became popular with the Ethereum. So the standards for designing the token, for transferring the token, using smart contracts all were earlier defined by Ethereum. So we call this standards like ERC 20, ERC 721, ERC 1155, where ERC stands for Ethereum Request for Comment. And later on, since these concepts became very popular, so later on, these concepts were taken in other blockchain networks as well, and in Hyperledger Fabric as well. So today I will be demonstrating like how to create, how to mint token in ERC 20 tokens and in Hyperledger Fabric, and how to transfer it from one account to another account and all. So what is fungible token? So fungible tokens is just like our money. So suppose if we take 10 rupees note from someone, we can return any 10 rupees note to that person. It doesn't matter whether like it should be just 10 rupees note, right? So all 10 rupees notes are interchangeable with each other. So if there is any such kind of tokens, those are called fungible tokens. But if we can't exchange the token, so suppose we are creating tokens for any artwork, so I can't exchange that token with any other artwork or any other uh, land asset or anything like that, right? So that is not interchangeable, and these are called NFTs, quite popular in the market. And there is a third standard that is called ERC 1155, where we can maintain the multiple token types with one contract. So when we go for the implementation, especially on EVM compatible blockchains, we see that like we need to write different smart contracts for different tokens. But if we have an application where we need both fungible tokens and non-fungible tokens, then we can uh, manage those both the token types with a single deployed smart contract. So already mentioned. So before coming to uh, implementation, we need to understand like what are the token implementation models. So you guys must have heard about Bitcoin a lot. So the one major difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum is that Bitcoin is UTXO model and Ethereum is account-based model. So what is this UTXO model and account-based model? So UTXO stands for unspent transaction outputs. Account-based model is like having an account and having a a passbook, whatever balance comes in, whatever the balance goes out, and money comes in and money goes out, that is checked every time and that balance is created. Just the traditional banking system. And in UTXO model, what happens? Suppose I have a 100 rupees note and I create 10 rupees note, and I can use those 10 rupees note parallelly with each other. There is no dependency on each other. I can buy bananas for 10 rupees note, one 10 rupees note. I can buy some flour from another 10 rupees note, and like that. But if we consider about account based model, after buying banana for 10 rupees note, I need to check my balance, like whether I have 10 rupees notes, more 10 rupees in my account or not to buy flowers or not. So in that manner, it is linked with each other. But in UTX model, it is independent of each other. And some famous blockchains has been designed on UTX model, that is Bitcoin, Zcash, Litecoin. And Hyperledger Fabric has both provisions of both the account-based model as well as UTXO model. So they provide a FAB token, like totally dependent uh, on Hyperledger Fabric platform. Their native token for Hyperledger Fabric, FAB token, that is based on UTXO model. And Ethereum is a wonderful example of account-based model than Hyperledger Fabric based and all. So next we are going to understand ERC20 tokens for account-based model. So the reference has been taken from here, and what we are going to do, like there are two organizations, the basic sample network of Hyperledger Fabric. So you guys must have run test network on your own. So what conditions we are taking, that only organization one can mint new tokens, and that will work as a central banker, so no other entity will be uh, able to mint new tokens, and the client ID of recipient will be generated, and it will be shared, and once it is shared, the 100 tokens will be transferred from sender to receiver's account. That we are going to do. The reference has been taken from Fab examples. So I will start the implementation part. Is my screen visible? No.
Yeah, Preeti.
So I'm at terminal. Have I shared the terminal?
No, no, no. Your PPT is only been shared.
Okay. So is my terminal visible? Right?
No, not still not visible.
Still not visible. What is visible there? Oh,
Document that you're sharing commands.
how can I share? Is my terminal visible?
Yeah, now it is.
Hello.
Yes, now it is visible.
Is my terminal visible?
Preeti, yes, now it is visible. Am I audible to you?
Yes, right? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So here I have written commands. So I'm going to start the network with the certificate authority. So I am starting the test network with certificate authority. And once it is done, then I will deploy a chain code. In that chain code is here in this folder. Chain code is here. Yeah, you guys can see the chain code, right? So in the chain code, we are giving name to our token. We are giving symbols. So suppose if name is very long, like made in India, then we can make something like MIN for symbol. And decimals. Decimals must have heard the concept of in Ethereum. Like Ethereum has like lower decimals, like it goes till 18th. How many numbers we can divide the tokens, and then total supply, how many total supply of the tokens we are going to do. So, and this is our for transferring the token from sender to receiver, and how many tokens we are going to uh, transfer. So we are going to use this. So I'm going to deploy this.
Background.
The chain code is being deployed.
Preeti, there is a lot of noise in the background.
Okay, good. So now chain code has been deployed. So now we need to create minter's identity. Minter is like who's going to mint the tokens. So what we are had assumed that only organization one can mint the tokens. So we are setting environment variables for Fabric CA, and once that is done, we are going to register minter's identity. So we have given minter password minter pw, and this has been now using the secret we are going to enroll minter's identity. Now we are going to copy this OU configuration to minter's identity MSP folder. Now we come to organization 2, where we have to create recipient's ID for transferring 100 tokens to this account. So we are setting path for organization 2, and for that we need to create a new terminal window, and we need to open the test network here. And we are providing environment variables for Fabric CA. Now we can register recipient's identity. For registration, we need to enroll the same steps we did for Minter. Now we can enroll recipient's identity. Now we can copy the node OU configuration. So this has been copied. Now the next step will be initializing the contract. For initializing the contract, we again need to go to our organization 1 terminal. These are environment variables we are setting up, MSPs, path and all. Now we can invoke smart contract to initialize. Initialization we need to done before invoking any functions for a smart contract. So chain code invoke is successful. Now we can create 5,000 tokens. We can mint 5,000 tokens. Okay, chain code invoke is successful. 5,000 token has been minted. So if we check the balance of the minter's account, then it should reflect that 5,000 tokens has been minted. So let's see that. So yeah, we can see here, right? 5,000 tokens has been minted. So now we will take recipient's ID, and we will give this recipient ID for transferring tokens from minter's account to recipient account. So for taking recipient's ID, we need to go to organization to terminal.
Preeti, there are three questions in Q&A section. You can pick up that.
So this is the recipient ID we got here. This is the X509 public certificate, and this is the recipient ID. So there will be different format of recipient ID when we are dealing with Java contract, or when we are dealing with Go contract, and when we are dealing with JavaScript contract. So I had deployed the JavaScript contract, so I got an ID like this. So now I have this ID. So now I can transfer 100 tokens from Minter's account to recipient account. So I will go back to organization 1 terminal, and from there I will transfer 100 tokens. So the chain code invoke is successful. So now we can check the balance of Minter's account. It should be 4900, right? So yeah, as we can see, the Minter's account is 4900. As well as we can check the other account, that is recipient's account. It should get balance of 100, right? So here the sender, the recipient has got 100 tokens. So what we did minting of 5,000 tokens, and then we did from organization 1, and then we transfer the 100 tokens from minter account to recipient account. For that we needed uh, recipient's client ID. We matched that and we transferred this account. So that's what the hands-on implementation was. And there is one more function that is called transfer from. So using this transfer from, we can allow any third party identity to do this sending behalf of me. Like instead of organization 1 becoming a sender all the time, I can approve a third party identity, and make that as a sender, and that then I won't need any involvement with the project. Once I approve that third party can transfer tokens on behalf of me. So such kind of situation comes like when I have bulk of tokens and I can't be available every time to transferring it to different parties. In such kind of situation, we can use a third party identity where we can transfer the token. So for that transfer from, we need to provide like how much allowance I want the third party to transfer, how many tokens they should be allowed to transfer and all. So So this was the ERC 20 tokens implementation for account-based models. Then a little glimpse of Fab tokens. Fab tokens are native Hyperledger Fabric tokens that allows everything issuing, transferring, and redeeming tokens using Hyperledger Fabric, the whole system. This Fab tokens can use membership services, Fabric membership services, to validate the authenticity of tokens, the identity of token owners, and managing different types of public and private keys and all. So, and this Fab token is based on this UTXO model, not on account-based models, and it can support NFTs as well as chain code interoperability and all. Yeah, so that's it from my side. If you have any questions, then let me know. And sorry for the noise. Just now I read the message.
Preeti, there are few questions in Q&A section. You can take up that. Preeti, am I audible? Am I audible to all you guys?
So I will take questions. Is there any platform for practicing blockchain concepts without risking actual money? So there is like whether you want to go for public blockchain or private blockchain. So private blockchain Hyperledger Fabric is always there, and even for Ethereum compatible other blockchain networks are there, and there will be this faucet called that won't be real money, but they will be providing like kind of one Ether daily or one BNB, that is Binance Coin daily, or you can get even more, and you can use those testing coins and you can practice the blockchain concepts. On which platform Fabric is created, right? Hyperledger Fabric is itself a blockchain framework. So, not sure what your question is altogether. Is it Apache? Yeah, it is licensed from Apache. Okay. Can we get the Word doc you are referring to? Sure, sure. I will transfer, I will give that to Analytics Vidya and they can provide a link for that. You are transferring your authority to someone else. Yes. So, as I gave an example, there could be some situations where could be some situations where there multiple transactions are going, multiple transaction has to go on, and I personally myself might not be available. If you think of examples of like stock markets or something like that, if we build blockchain for that stock market and all, how many stocks we can transfer on our own, right? In that case, like we can transfer the authority of like 100 stocks, this platform whichever is providing that can transfer. In that case, transferring authority to someone else matters. Yes, the links will be shared. Can the ERC 1155 for both fungible and non-fungible hard as well? Yeah, ERC 1155 is provided by, uh, can be used for both fungible and non-fungible tokens. The concept is like with one tokens, we can, with one contract, smart contract, we can manage both fungible and non-fungible tokens. So suppose there is a uh, property. Okay. So in games, actually, in games, there could be multiple fungible and non-fungible tokens. So for game coins, whatever we are getting and all, these are fungible tokens. But if we get some special shield or some special achievement we get in games, those are non-fungible tokens. In that case, like ARC 1155 becomes useful. So I think like I'm done with the questions. If there is anything else, then please let me know. Any platform which supports the ERC 1155. Definitely Ethereum is there. Ethereum is there, which supports. And if Ethereum is there, many similar EVM compatible blockchains which supports 1155 and all.
Thank you, Preeti, for this wonderful session. I hope everyone liked it. And there's a poll. I have started a poll, feedback poll. Please fill up this and let us know what you think about the session. I'll share Preeti's LinkedIn profile. You can connect to her on that and ask your question there too. Preeti, is my voice audible? Thank you, attendees, for participating. We'll get back to you soon with the new session. Thank you, everyone.